We'll start first with Megan Triplett.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win. Can you just describe your team's overall performance tonight and what stood out to you that allowed you all to have such a great night from the boards and offensively from inside the paint?
A heck of an effort from our guys. I mean, what a competitive game, both teams. I mean, obviously had to take this to overtime. I didn't feel like we came out, with the right urgency on the defensive end. I thought the Celtics got off to a really good start, got some, open looks. I thought we had a couple breakdowns in our assignments, and then we regrouped in that first quarter, and got better as the game went on. It'll be good to go back and look at the film. We definitely had some breakdowns that led to some open threes and some layups there, some things that we need to correct for sure. But for the most part, I thought our one-on-one defense was really, really good. I thought our pick and roll defense was really, really good. It'll be good to go back in the film and just find ways to build on this. I keep saying the last couple of games, especially in these tight ones, the execution down the stretch. Thought late in regulation and overtime, our guys did a heck of a job. The communication's been big. We've been talking about that a lot as a group, making sure we're on the same page defensively and offensively, making sure we were getting the looks that we want, the matchups and the assignments and the coverages that we need. Credit our guys, and big stops and big rebounds down the stretch to close out a big win against a really, really good ball club.
Evan Barnes.
Taylor, what changed in the second half for you guys? It seemed like you said that the intensity wasn't there. Did you just notice more intensity? Because it seemed like you held Boston without as many 3-pointers as he killed you with in the first half. And then second, does this win, I know the homestand kind of showed it, but what do you feel about this homestand kind of showing the toughness of this team that you kind of want to see now going on this road trip?
Yeah, I thought in that third quarter, we addressed a few things at halftime that we needed to clean up. I thought our offense was obviously playing really, really well, in that first half. But defensively, as I mentioned a moment ago, we had some breakdowns assignment-wise, some communication lapses. We were able to pull the clips and show them. And I thought that allowed us to go out there and take away some of the free looks that they had in the first half, but, weren't able to get in that third quarter. And I think just generally, our guys were swarming on the defensive end. I thought our rotations when drives were happening and our rotations on the backside, they were sharing the ball big time tonight. So we had to kind of speed up and catch up with the pass there. So I thought our guys did a heck of a job, with that effort, for the third quarter. That set a tone for us, allowed us to build a lead. And then I thought, in a back and forth game in that fourth quarter and overtime, that was pretty big for us.
Parker Fleming.
Hey, Coach. So y'all had 80 points in the paint, 12 threes, and 10 free throws. So that means only 6 of y'all's points came from the mid-range. Is that just the kind of shot design you're looking for in this offense?
Yeah, obviously, number one, we want to live in the paint as much as we can, not just to score, but also to create, opportunities at the three-point line. I thought, recently we've shown a little bit more aggression, shooting the three ball. Would love for that to continue to be consistent, so I think guys are getting some really good looks, and it's great that they're putting in the work, and being home has really helped that. So I know I didn't answer the question, but I think this homestand has been great. We've been able to put work in. That's been huge. We don't necessarily map out with our guys. This is exactly the breakdown we want. We definitely want to thrive in the paint. We want to find the open teammate from the 3-point line, which I thought we did a really good job of. And then sometimes you got to live with the mid-range. When teams are taking away the paint and the three, you got to be able to knock that shot down. So it's still a pretty valuable shot, on the list there. And big effort. I thought offensively, up and down the roster, great contributions from the guys. So really proud of them tonight.
Kelsey Wright Johnson.
Hey, Coach, there were a lot of really impressive stat lines for guys tonight, including John Dillon, JB, Kyle. I'm sure other people are going to ask you about those, but let's take a look at some of the team stats. And I want to know what impresses you most when you look at some of the team stats, like 17 offensive rebounds compared to Boston's 5, or 18 points off turnovers compared to Boston's, 3, I think, 3 or 4.
Yeah, obviously going into the game, I talked about it pregame, the level of physicality you got to play with. Against this team, I thought we had a pace and a physicality on the offensive end. I thought we worked on that and shoot around. We showed them the clips, from game one, and how, with them blowing stuff up and being physical with our handlers, we were able to get to our spots. We were able to get, the points in the paint and the attacks that we needed to tonight. That was huge. And then also a team that turned us over and I think scored 30 plus points maybe in game one, and to only have 3. That's huge. No matter who we're playing. We obviously try to swing the ball around, 38 assists. But if we can take care of the ball, and not just turn it over, and teams are converting at a high rate against us this season. That's huge for us. But I thought overall, huge, despite them making 17 threes, they got hot early, made some big shots there, late in the game to force it into overtime. Thought for the most part, our defense was really good, even though they were making those threes. So when teams make, threes against us, it's sometimes hard to win, but the sustainability of our defense and then our offense to kind of operate at a high level allowed us to get this W tonight.
Mike Sadie.
Hey, Taylor, Ja has had so many oh my moments in his year and a half or so with this team. You sit right there courtside. When you saw the one tonight with the left hand, just what are the words that come to mind when you see this young man just continue to do stuff like that?
Wow. And, keep doing it. And, it's, ultra impressive. There's probably a lack of words, but it's incredible, what he's able to do, the gifts that he has and how it impacts winning. That's what impresses me the most. So one play on top of many others is really big.
Final question, Adam Tyke.
Hey, Coach, keeping on the theme of team-wide stats, you were sort of preaching the importance of ball movement before the last Golden State game, and tonight the team comes out and drops, I think, a season-high 38 assists. What were some of the good habits you were seeing the team exhibiting tonight?
We keep talking about just, being aggressive, but still making the simple play and the simple pass and being able to read, making the read earlier, So I thought DB was fantastic tonight, 7 assists. Kyle's got 7 assists, Ja 9, but up and down the roster, multiple guys with 2+ assists. When we get that distribution up and down the roster, it just shows the movement, no matter what play we're running, no matter who's bringing the ball up the floor or who we're running the play for. Those guys are finding the confidence to be aggressive. And, we talked about in a film session the other day, we're not built to, run a play for you. It means to go score. It's to go make the right play. It may be to score. But I think our guys are grasping, especially against aggressive defenses that are, shifting out, against our rollers, or if they're shifting to take our handlers away, whatever it might be, just making a simple play, trusting that ball movement is just going to continue to come back and everyone's going to benefit from it. So when they embrace that, we play at that level. That's something that I've loved about this group, ever since I've been here. They're embracing that. The more consistency we get that up and down the roster, that just only adds more playmaking and more efficiency for our offense overall.
Thank you, Coach.
Great. Thank you, everyone. Take care.